I tell you, when it's man versus car, car will always win. Well, what a dumb shit. Oh, shit. And remember, don't forget. We got a whole lot of shit for you all this goddamn month. Well, we had the G7 summit at the beginning of the month. It wasn't a shit show or anything, but I thought I'd mention it. Of course, these summits don't mean a damn thing, as nothing ever gets resolved at them. Group of idiot fucking world leaders scratching their asses on taxpayers' dollars. Nothing new. Just another cocktail party banquet dinner to these pricks. So some dumb shit 17-year-old African-American kid shot up a school in Alabama earlier this month. Well, shit. So much for your persistent evil white man narrative, which is falling apart in front of you, left? He managed to injure 10 fellow students, ranging from ages 15 to 18 before he was stopped and arrested by police. Oddly and interestingly enough, no matter how hard I searched, I couldn't find any information or details of the type of firearm he used to commit his shooting. I'm guessing the mainstream news media doesn't want to report on a black kid shooting up young people in high school with an AR-15. Doesn't look good. But had it been a white kid, it would have been reported everywhere. They would have jumped all over that like a ham sandwich, those goddamn vultures. So in dumbass YouTuber news this month, that stupid bisexual cunt from Toronto, Lily Singh, premiered her late-night talk show called A Little Late with Lily Singh. Aside from the fact that she isn't funny at all, her fucking videos used to suck my ass. She went on to base most of her jokes on her not being white and maintaining a colored superiority. I'd sure like to know which asshole puppet master decided to place this stupid bitch center stage so that she could spew woke SJW nonsense all goddamn night long. I hope this shit gets canned and cancelled real fast. While we're on the subject of YouTube, the people running the site decided this month to make another one of their forced updated changes on everyone that nobody ever fucking asked for as usual. They've decided to abbreviate subscriber numbers, and if you are viewing your own channel, you won't be able to see your subscriber numbers unless you sign in. The excuses they used were the dumbest ever. That apparently they want to protect creators and prevent confusion. From what exactly? People who OCD their subscriber numbers? They also decided they were going to drop the verification checkmarks and make everybody who'd been issued one in the past undergo re-verifications and see if they now meet the new verification criteria. Again, they used the same BS excuses that they're only doing this to protect creators and prevent any confusion. These people are just so completely out of touch with their creators, consistently and constantly pushing them away with this type of bullshit. They have no respect for the people that made them who they are today. And they love to keep moving the goalposts further and further, fucking over the smaller guys every step of the way. Gang of fucking assholes. And sure enough, they retracted their decision 48 hours later after a massive public backlash. They won't be unverifying all the creators with the verified blue checkmarks after all now. But the abbreviated subscriber numbers will remain a permanent new staple, however. So GM auto workers in the US, specifically Detroit, went on strike in the middle of the month. Surprise, surprise. 48,000 workers have walked off and are demanding better salaries, healthcare benefits, and increased job security. GM has responded by laying off 3/4 its Canadian workforce in their Canadian sectors in Oshawa and other parts of Ontario. Nothing new with GM, as my father, uncle, and grandfather all worked there in the mid-80s to the early 90s, and they all dealt with their fair share of shit. My grandfather was the only one of the three lucky enough to manage to retire and pull a proper pension from that place. My uncle and father, however, weren't so lucky, as they were both laid off months after my grandfather had retired. They each had devoted over 10 years of their lives as well as engineering expertise and were tossed on their asses after getting fucked in the ass on a corporate scale. GM doesn't make good products. Their cars are garbage. I've owned 7 cars in my life, and 3 of them were GMs, and they were all by far my worst cars. Hell, one of them, an '89 Chevrolet Corsica, even caught fire on a highway overpass. We'll be back after these messages.
Non-scratch pads. Pringles can, great value Pringles. Vaseline. Rubber gloves. Might want to get some sandpaper to smooth out your edges. Boom. Should be looking like this. You get a nice, soft, squishy. Get up in there like XYZ, get you a nice slit. You gotta be careful, shaky shine. Bow. You know, you get your sponges, place them on top. Gonna go ahead and grab your rubber glove, right? Boom. Okay? Now your last step, grab your Vaseline. Nice little handful of that. Slap that all up on there like that there. Rub that up in there. Get them all up in there. Boom. Homemade pussy. Oh shit, the top came off this pussy. I done popped the top off that pussy. Look at that. Damn, that feel kind of good.
Yo!
Yo, you guys gotta try these alcoholic root beers, man. They're so good.
Hell yeah, my man. We're chugging them.
No, not those. I mean these. Your dad made these. These fuck you up way better than any other brand.
Hey, I'm just glad you're enjoying them. These are Dad's only root beers. They're not for kids. Right, guys?
Yeah, baby.
Yes. How you doing? How you doing?
Get it. What's going on?
Yeah. Dad's only.
Wait, then why did you give some to Mark?
Oh, that's why I'm here. Rhonda's pregnant.
Oh shit! Congratulations, Mark.
Yo, man, I think it's time to celebrate. What do you say we bend the rules a little bit? Have one of those root beers you guys are drinking.
Yeah.
Oh, nice try, you childless freak. Maybe if you didn't wear a condom like God intended, you could crack some of these boys with us. Let's get out of here, fellas. I thought it was the freaking weekend down here. Turns out it's Tuesdays with Maury. It's a sad book. I'm trying to say it's real sad down here. Let's get out of here, boys. Come on.
Does Barb have more nachos?
Shit.
And now, back to our show. So Justin Trudeau got himself in some pretty serious dog shit near the end of this month, with not one but 3 images coming out exposing him of committing blackface, completely shocking the world. The first dates back to 2001 when he was a 29-year-old drama school teacher in Vancouver. In the photo he is seen not only in extremely dark blackface makeup including his hands, but also groping a young lady by the chest. Was this young woman one of his students? No, but she was one of his co-workers, a fellow teacher. She has stated that she wasn't good friends with him, despite what he says. The second was taken when he was 18 years old in high school, pulling a Jamaican look. And finally the third was taken in 1998 at one of Montreal's parades, and once again he appears completely covered head to toe in blackface, including his arms and knees. Talk about dedication. Takes a lot to paint your arms and legs. Guess we'll just have to call him Justin Negro now. This couldn't have come at a better time, as we're in the midst of a tense federal election and heading to the polls to vote this bastard out on October the 21st. The date can't come sooner. This fucking idiot has to go. This act pales in comparison to the plethora of crimes he's committed and gotten away with so far, but it's still pretty disgusting. And honestly, personally, for me, I don't mind the blackface thing so much, as I mind the blatant hypocrisy on his part. Mr. Perfect Rainbow Socks wearing sanctimonious asshole has been speech correcting us and nitpicking our asses over stupid things like people kind over mankind and other miscellaneous nonsense for years now. Rules for thee but not for me with that son of a bitch, and I mean that literally. I'm way more offended that he dressed up as the Prime Minister. He even called an elderly lady in Quebec a racist and that her views had no place in Canada simply for asking him about the exorbitant amount of taxpayer money being used to fund his immigration, housing, and relocation programs. You have no bigger hypocrite than this piece of shit right here, I can tell you that. If it weren't for double standards, liberals wouldn't have any standards at all. Sure enough, within days the CBC dropped the scandal and proceeded to continue promoting him by releasing a piece that should the liberals be re-elected again, they will see to it that cell phone bills get reduced for the middle class. I'm guessing the CBC got yet another cash infusion by the liberals again. Had it been a conservative or hell Trump that had pulled this shit, they'd be burned alive at the stake. So the left, near the end of the month, decided to parade their new poster child for climate fear all over the world. Greta Thunberg, a 16-year-old autistic, Asperger-stricken, mentally challenged Hitler Youth-looking Swedish girl, just another outrage peddler from the victimhood culture.
This is all wrong. I shouldn't be up here. I should be back in school on the other side of the ocean.
She's right about one thing. She should be in school. And in therapy. She's uglier than a sack of smashed assholes. Unfortunately, she led a protest march in my city of Montreal on the 27th with that idiot Trudeau and completely paralyzed the city. I bet those people stuck idling in traffic for hours really helped carbon emissions that day, thanks to these morons. She should try to lead a protest march in Beijing, China, and see how far she gets with that. I mean, that is the largest polluting nation in the world, right? So why is she doing it here, and why the hell do we have to pay for it? Holy shit, I think I just figured out who she really is. Well, shit, I knew it. Funny thing with the Arnold connection, as he lent her and her father his electric car to drive here from New York. Yes, gas guzzler Hummer driving Arnold has an electric car, obviously purely for PR. And finally, Tom Holland's Spider-Man has returned to the MCU this month. Despite the scare we got last month, a new deal has been worked out where the MCU will make Spider-Man 3 and then Sony will make Venom and Carnage. This one movie per studio process will be their standard for the next 4 to 5 years. Fans rejoiced as this new deal includes Tom Holland in everything now, just as they always wanted. We got 7 goddamn trailers this month. We finally got the trailer for Bad Boys 3, Bad Boys for Life. Will Smith and Martin Lawrence are finally returning after 17 years of absence. This will apparently be their final appearances, as this is slated to be the last film in the franchise. I hope they really fuck shit up in this one and really piss off their captain, once again portrayed by Joe Pantoliano. Also, we got another trailer for Dr. Sleep, the intense-looking sequel to 1980's The Shining, which stars Ewan McGregor. Rat Ram! We got a trailer for Like a Boss, a movie about 2 women becoming fashion moguls and clashing with an already well-established wealthy international fashion mogul, who happens to also be a massive bitch. We also got a trailer for The Lighthouse, a film about 2 old bastards working in a lone lighthouse for way too fucking long and going completely insane, starring Willem Dafoe. We got a trailer for Gretel and Hansel, a horror take on the famed Grimm fairy tale. This looks to be a creepy mindfuck of a film. It's always more fucked up when they involve children in the horror and shit, eh? Freaks me out like Village of the Damned shit. We also got a trailer for Uncut Gems, a movie about the underground world of black market precious stones. And finally, we also got another trailer for Knives Out, the family fortune murder mystery thriller starring a whole damn cornucopia of familiar talent, including the likes of Daniel Craig, Chris Evans, and Michael Shannon. When he was a 20-year-old at one of Montreal's parades, and I don't mind the blackface thing, Greta Thunberg, a 7, and that ends another goddamn month. If you got any comments or ideas, I'd love to hear them. Now subscribe.